Hello, everybody. My name's Jacob,
My name's Daniel.
My name's Brian.
and our podcast is about living in the city of Somerville. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our podcast today. Sadly, we do not have Daniel, but we have his replacement for this episode of Xavier. Say what's up.
Yo.
Yeah, so I'm going to hand it over to Brian. He's going to explain what we're talking about today. And it should be pretty interesting. So hope you guys stay along and listen to what we have to say.
There is an organization called the Community Action Agency of Somerville, and one of their projects is called the Community Organizing and Advocacy Project. And today we're gonna answer, what does it do?
Yeah, so their project is dedicated to giving people in Somerville who are not able and who don't have as much power to make housing and rights fair, regardless of nationality, everything like that. So yeah. So another way the city helps out is there's a department in our city, and it's called the Department of Housing. And what they do is they make sure that people in Somerville have affordable places to go and stuff, but it's not affordable. When people think of affordable, they think of cheap. It's never cheap. So
They also work on the quality of housing and offer many programs like landlord-tenant mediation and foreclosure prevention.
what a Somerville City Councilor said when he visited us at our school to be on our podcast, he was saying that he was in a meeting to lower the costs for renters and people moving into apartments and houses because of the high prices and how expensive it is in Somerville.
Another thing that helps people afford stuff is the universal basic income. The universal basic income is a social welfare proposal where all citizens or residents regularly receive a minimum income, regardless of their work status, income, or other conditions.
Somerville also has another program called the Somerville Guaranteed Basic Income Program. It is basically just a program by helping 200 families starting in spring 2024.
The mayor had an announcement about the Somerville Guaranteed Basic Income Program, and she was explaining how the Guaranteed Income Programs, it provides the cash that is the average salary, and it's unrestricted payments to residents who need financial stability, and it's for people in need. So it helps out a lot with living, housing, getting food and stuff, because it raises to the average income. So just off of all of this information and stuff, we're all going to share our opinions about the way in Somerville that everything is a lot more expensive than it used to be, and living here is just a lot harder for lots of people who don't make as much money as other people making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to live. And there's some people that just can't afford it. So all of these programs really help out, and we want these to reach more families in Somerville. So
Yeah, my opinion is that Somerville is kind of making new buildings near on Broadway, near on Cross Street, and at Assembly 2. Ever since there's been more buildings and more stores at Assembly, the rents are becoming more expensive and expensive. They've been constructing more buildings, also near Maya Sol. They're, I think, creating an apartment or complex.
yeah.
No building. And yeah, so the rent is getting more expensive, and it's getting kind of really hard to live in here because of the food getting more expensive, the rent getting more expensive. So it's kind of hard living in here. You can't really get that much food without. That's my opinion.
Yeah, in my opinion, also kind of like Brian's, the buildings are kind of getting more expensive. The food is getting more expensive. You can't waste too much money in getting food, trying to live. The rent's getting higher, water's getting higher, all the bills are getting higher in general. It's just they're starting to build more buildings, all the apartment stuff.
Thank you for watching our episode.